Hello, my loves. In this video, I wanted to share some authentic moments of days in my life, how I find sustainability in my practice, and holistic connection in my life. Usually, I find so much groundedness in my routine, so I really value slow mornings to replenish my energy. A big part of my life and daily schedule involves romanticizing my habits, so I'm usually pretty consistent when it comes to morning skincare, my yoga practice, movement, and making sure that I get some early sunlight during my morning walks with our dog Slurpee. Something I've noticed is that if I start to let go of my morning routine and I stop prioritizing my daily rituals, I begin to feel disconnected, irritable, vulnerable, and burnt out. So I make sure to show up, even if it's just 10 minutes for myself. Sometimes life does get in the way and is obviously not perfect, but the more that I make it a habit, the more it dissolves into a lifestyle. And I find myself effortlessly working out, making healthy dishes, and fueling myself with high vibrational things and beings. I honestly feel so grateful because of the stage in my life I'm at right now. I've been able to take a few months off of school as I'm transitioning into grad school, and I get to be in this season of exploration. To me, what this looks like is taking an extra long, mindful walk through nature, while listening to music, dancing with people that I love, connecting with my boyfriend and going on a little date, making a delicious creative meal, journaling and writing poetry, watching a cozy movie with the people I love, crying and speaking my fears with compassion and grace, having slow shower routines, and literally oiling every corner of my body. It shifts the energy in every task. It really gives the purpose that you need it to be. Go out there and try something maybe you would have never even tried. Something to note here is that this isn't something that just came overnight. It grew over years of practice, of repetition, healthy relationships, shadow work, spiritual connection, and even moments of deep heartbreak and sadness. There's so many times that we believe that to live like this spiritual, beautiful life, it needs to be aesthetic and always happy and positive and peaceful. But that is literally the opposite. As a future therapist, I feel it's such a big part of my soul's purpose to integrate these holistic practices into my healing. As we truly are whole beings, we cannot just talk or move or pray our feelings away. It requires this unified connection and equilibrium of it all.
Where are the bunnies?
It requires hard work, validation, discomfort, and even painful moments. The way I've learned is uniquely mine and my own path and story, so it's important to cultivate your own. We're all on this endless journey towards different versions of ourselves, so we have to choose where we want to cultivate and really being intentional. Whether good or bad, we're always evolving and changing. So choosing to nourish yourself with the right people, the right foods, practices, and spaces is really all part of the picture. And you get to choose where that goes. Something that I always try to make sure that I mention is that I am literally on this journey with you guys. There's so much that I don't know and that I'm still healing. I still have so many parts of my own background, my childhood, and my relationships that I'm still working on. And so I always try to make that a note, because I'm not trying to come on here and be like, oh, I'm all healed and my life is perfect and I have it all figured out. But really, I'm still learning and I'm a student of life. I try to remain open and forgiving and really humble in my life expression. I try to always ask questions and stay curious about new ways that I can, experience life and show up in the world as a healing and growing woman. To take baby steps and not overwhelm myself with these huge expectations and goals and where I want to be, but to genuinely find joy and fun and like this childlike freedom in my daily practices. Life really isn't that serious. I feel like there's just like this playground and we're all these adults and we have like these little children within us wanting to, explode open, wanting to be seen and heard and loved and felt. And it's really not that serious once you kind of observe it. Everything is temporary, and so try to make the most of it. Try to have fun. Be open and flexible, and I try not to make my routine too rigid because it also feels stagnant. If there's too much routine, I feel stuck, but if there's not enough routine, I feel lost. It's almost like reparenting myself through positive affirmations and experiences and routines, and then slowly you start to become this person, I invite you to choose the best one, the best version, beliefs, practices, people. Every day we have a new start. Every time you open your eyes, there's a new page to write, a new chapter. So create that plot twist. Do things afraid. Talk to that person. Sign up for that class. The worst thing that can happen is that you never tried. And I don't know about you guys, but I would rather eat shit than live in regret. So today, my loves, I invite you to try something new, to push outside of your norm, to get curious and allow yourself to sprout into this child. That is true freedom. That is mastery when you connect to that powerful, playful energy. And one thing I can say is that after studying psychology for about 4 to 5 years, I can truly say that your mind believes whatever you tell it. Why not make it everything you desire? To believe you are worthy of all the things that you've dreamed. I am on this journey with you guys. I'm still failing, getting up, learning, and growing, but choosing to find the beauty in seemingly irrelevant things, to change my perspective towards the potential for positive change, to hold both the good and the bad, and to simply love whatever arises. I'll see you guys really soon, my loves. Thank you for being here. Thank you if you made it this far. And thank you for being exactly as you are. Bye.